An inquiry into the fatal shooting of the North London man Mark Duggan in 2011 has cleared armed officers of any wrongdoing. His death triggered riots in Tottenham and across England. The Independent Police Complaints Commission called for undercover firearms operations to be recorded. Sky's crime correspondent Martin Brunt reports.
The police watchdog's report is almost a complete vindication of the operation that ended in the fatal shooting. Firearms officers already cleared of criminal culpability have now been told they did nothing wrong at all. The shooting 4 years ago sparked rioting, which caused much damage in the area. And the violent protests spread to other towns and cities. The latest report is a blow to the family of suspected gangster Mark Duggan. They continue to believe he was unarmed when police shot him.
The test is what the honestly held belief of the officer is, that his life or others is in immediate danger, and there's no alternative course of action, and that use of force is reasonable and proportionate. You will understand we have tested that over and over again with all the evidence available to us, and what we haven't found any evidence at all to undermine that belief.
The IPCC is recommending that police firearms teams wear body cameras and record radio exchanges during future undercover operations. Mr. Duggan was a passenger in a minicab being followed by undercover armed police. They believed he had just collected a handgun. When the vehicle reached Ferry Lane in Tottenham, North London, police cars forced it to a sudden halt in a so-called hard stop. The officer who shot him said Mr. Duggan got out and was holding a gun and bringing it up towards him. The IPCC concluded that police took a legitimate decision to put Mr. Duggan under armed surveillance. It was reasonable to do a hard stop on his vehicle. There was evidence police marksmen did try to shout a warning, and the officer who shot Mr. Duggan honestly believed he or colleagues were in imminent danger.
Perhaps the key finding of the report, it's most likely that Mark Duggan was in the process of throwing away the gun as he was shot. He didn't toss it from the minicab before or as he got out of the vehicle, nor did any police officer plant the weapon at the scene.
The gun inside a sock was found beyond the railings, 14 feet away from where Mr. Duggan fell. In a statement, the Duggan family said, "This report merely confirms their belief that the IPCC are unfit for purpose. It is plainly wrong to suggest that the evidence indicates that the most plausible explanation for the gun being found 14 feet away in a park over a fence was that Mark Duggan was shot whilst in the process of throwing the weapon." Last year, Mr. Duggan's family and friends rejected an inquest jury's finding that he had been killed lawfully. They have called on the IPCC to produce a supplementary report to its latest findings. Martin Brunt, Sky News.
Plenty more still to come.